Hi everyone and welcome back to Lowds Cosmetics YouTube channel. My name is Lisa and I'm one of the founders. I'm also an influencer and a makeup artist from Sweden. So today I thought that I would explain more in depth about the products, thoughts behind them, and everything that you might want to know. Lowds Cosmetics is cruelty-free, of course. No animals will be harmed in this company. Vegan, so everyone can use our products. And we only use recycled materials. These three things has always been very important for me and my team, so this will not be changed in the future. So let's start with our collection. So first of all, I want to talk about our box. This is the first bundle, and this is actually how it looks when it will arrive at your home. The wrapping is made out of recycled paper, and if you look really close you can see that it contains many else. So let's open the box. Here we have the first star of the show. This is a customized mushroom box. I know, it's so cool. One important detail about our company is that we have no waste products. This is the only packaging, except for the wrapping, that you will get. There will be no other things that you need to throw away, and this was a really important detail for me because I work as a social media influencer and now makeup owner. And one thing that I was so annoyed about was all the waste products. When you got something delivered or when you ordered something at home, you would always get all this waste that was really annoying to throw away and just felt very wasteful. So we designed this box so it would fit all of your products perfectly. So we have a thin lid where it says Loud on the top, and the box is made out of mushroom, as I said, and also hemp, so it's biodegradable. You can throw this outside. Please don't do, because it will look kind of stupid, but you can just throw it in your bin with waste food or with like your regular waste from home. So if you already have received your box, you might have read this letter already. And the note says, "Thanks for opening our box gently. Sorry for it being a bit crumbly. That is what 100% biodegradable material feels like. As you might notice, it does not contain much more than the products you order. Loud aims to reduce the amount of plastic and waste generally associated with cosmetics. When you are done with the box, please recycle it in the compost or put it in regular trash." And that explains if it is a little bit crumbly. That is the cons you have to take for being sustainable and also to not have as much waste products. In this box we have our brush set. And this brush set contains of 3 brushes, 3 eyeshadow brushes or whatever you want to use them for, E1, E2 and E3. E1 is a smaller, a rounded brush, which is perfectly to apply product in your inner corner, your lower lash line, and blending out shadows in your crease. E2 is a little squared packing brush, which is amazing for applying shadows on your lid and also blending them out. And lastly, we have E3, which is a smaller rounded brush, a little more dense than a normal blending brush, which will help you both apply shadow to get more pigment and blend out the edges. So the plastic handles are made out of recycled plastic, and the top part, which keeps all the hairs together, is made out of recycled aluminum. And some of you might have noticed that the handle is a little bit shorter than maybe some people are used to, and we have 2 explanations for that. One, due to our customized box, we wanted the brushes to fit perfectly with the other products. And number 2, which was the most important thing for me, whenever I have brushes with me in my bag or my toiletera bag, I usually feel that my brushes are being mushed and like pressed together, and the hairs can be quite like damaged from that. So I made them a bit shorter so it would fit almost every handbag without being squished. And because I work as a makeup artist, I've learned that you should always hold your brushes further out if you want a very smooth and easy application, because if you hold very tight on the handle, it will cause you to be more harsh and the lines will not blend as easily. So I would recommend to hold as further out on the handle as you possibly can, because this will help with the blending. So to sum it up, we have 3 basic eye brushes that will work perfectly for almost every look. The only brush I would maybe miss is a small angled brush for like eyeliner or brows or whatever you feel like. But these three is a must for me. And then we have our natural mascara. First of all, the name natural mascara. It contains 86.9 natural ingredients. That's why we named the natural mascara. It is lengthening, separating, volumizing. It's everything in one. It's recycled plastic, and if you look very closely, you can actually see that the cap of the mascara is a slightly lighter black, and that's because the cap is made out of more recycled plastic. Hopefully in the future that would be something that won't affect the color, but for now, with the research we have and the manufacturers we have, this is what we can do. This is a completely new mascara, and this is what our brush looks like. It's a silicone brush, which makes it very bendable. Like, look at this, you can reach all the lashes you want. And we decided to went with the cylinder shape, so it's completely round, there's no dents, and it contains out of smaller and longer bristles, so it will comb every single lash and get to every single lash. And it also has a little tip that will easily help you apply more products to any specific part of your lash if you want to have a more dramatic look. What more can I say about this mascara? I love it. And I usually had a real hard time with getting the mascara evenly on my lower lashes. And this helps with separating and coating every single lash without any problem. And one decision we also made was that we print all the ingredients directly on the packaging, because we don't use any secondary packaging, no waste product, as I said. And in the bottom of your box, you have the first letter eyeshadow palette. So a small issue that we have seen with the box is that the palette might be a little bit like dusty from the materials, breaking a little bit. But as I said, that's the one con we have to take at the moment with this biodegradable, more environmentally friendly packaging. So please keep that in mind. So the first letter eyeshadow palette, it's a plastic component made out of recycled plastic, of course. On the back, we have all the ingredients. We have the name, the first letter eyeshadow palette. We have our socials. It's made in Germany. Recycled. It also has an engraved logo in the lid, and that's where the name came from. The first letter eyeshadow palette and the first letter in Loud is a L. Yeah. And when you open it up, you have a big mirror like this. Hello. Oh my god, what's that? And 12 shadows, 10 mattes and 2 shimmer ones, and all the names start with the letter L, of course. We have to follow the theme of the first letter. So from the top left, you have liar, lust, lazy, logic, and then we have lagom, which is a Swedish saying, loyal, lucky, lasting, lawless, lovesick, longing, and lifesaver. And when I created this palette, I had one goal. I wanted the palette to be usable for the entire year. I didn't just want to make seasonal palettes for fall or winter, spring or summer or whatever. And I wanted to have a little bit of color because I love color, and also be very everyday wearable friendly. I also knew that I wanted to include a white and a black shadow. These two are a must for me, and I usually can't find them together in one single palette. Whenever I go away, I always need to bring one extra palette for having the white or the black, so I want to include both of them in the palette. And Liar, which is the white one, helps to brighten up every single shade you want. You can have it in the inner corner or just to have a brighter shade from the palette. And Lifesaver, a black matte shadow. It's just a lifesaver. You can use it as eyeliner, to darken out your outer corner, to make every shadow darker, and to have a black smoky eye. I love a black smoky eye. It was a necessity for me to have both of them in this palette. And the two shimmer ones, Lust and Lifesaver, we have a brighter champagne, more yellow beige toned, and a warm gold tone, almost a bronzy gold. When I chose these two colors, I wanted them to fit as many different skin tones as possible if you want to use it as a highlighter. And then we have the 3 brown shades. Lacy is like the perfect cool light brown. This is a perfect shadow, especially for me because I'm a lighter skin tone, to start every single look with. I use it in my crease as a base and it helps every single shade in this palette to blend more evenly and easier. And it's also just a great shadow to use to blend out every single shade, and it's cool tone. It's only cool tone except for the white and black, of course. And then we have Logic, which is a middle dark. I won't say it's dark, it's just like middle shade of warm brown. This works so nicely all over the lid, in the crease, just to warm up every single look. And it's also the perfect shade for medium to darker skin tones. And then we have Lasting, which is the darkest brown in this palette. I think browns is a necessity also to have for everyday look, or if you want to combine them with a more colorful one to have a little brighter look. Now let's talk about the more colorful ones. As I said, I wanted to include colorful shades also for my fellow makeup lovers and people that want to experiment more with colors and include them more in their everyday life. So we start with the yellow shade, which is lagom. Lagom is a Swedish saying that is like, it translates to the perfect amounts. So for an example, if someone asks you how much coffee do you want, I can just answer lagom. And the funny thing about lagom is that it's different for every single person. So I thought the name lagom for this yellow would be the perfect name, also because yellow is a part of our Swedish flag. Then we have Loyal, which is this bright orange happy color, and it's also nice to combine with lagom, maybe Loyal on the lid and lagom in the crease, or vice versa. Then we have Lucky, which is this deeper green tone. I once made a look with Lucky and Liar in the inner corner, and it's so amazing. I just love these two combined. And green for me is a very lucky color. I love green. My entire apartment is green. It's just my happy color, and I feel very lucky whenever I have color green on me. I've already explained Lawless, and now we have a Lovesick, a bubblegum pink. I just love pink. It's such a fun color to incorporate in your everyday life, or if you just want to feel a little bit more feminine. I just love a pink shadow on the eye. And for me, this is the perfect like blush color. That's why I named it Lovesick, because whenever I feel a little bit of love, I feel very blushy and yeah, just cute. Longing, a dark red. And this is not very bright because I wanted it to be more usable, and also to combine with like the browns for a more warm tone look, and to combine with Lifesaver for a little bit more vampy look. And I did a look on my colleague and friend Hodan with these two, Lovesick, Longing, and Little Bit Liar, and it was so good. So I think that was all of the shades. And one fun thing, the name gets longer from the top to the bottom. So on the first row, it's shorter, on the middle row, it's a little longer, and on the bottom row, it's the longest names. So that's just a fun detail. And of course, you can't miss the huge mirror. This is just a handy dandy mirror for me. Whenever I travel or go outside or go to the club or to my friends, I can just bring this with me because it's easy to use, it's always handy. And I also made the mirror adjustable. So if you have like the palette laying down or sitting down on the table or a flat surface, you can adjust the mirror to your liking so you can actually see yourself while doing your makeup. And I think these 3 products, or technically 5, is a perfect kit to have in your everyday life, or if you want to spice it up with some extra color, some extra shimmer, and just some bold lashes. I'm really proud of my entire collection. I think it's very beginner friendly because it has all the colors you need for an everyday look if you like more warm neutral shades, and also a little bit of spice that you can combine as you please. Makeup is about having fun and being sustainable and inclusive while doing it. So please feel free to ask any questions you want. If you have any feedback or comments, if you have any development questions, if you want to see any specific looks, whatever you want to ask, please do in the comments or send us a DM on Instagram at @lowcosmetics, or you can also email us at helpme@lowcosmetics.com. If you want to see more of our products and them being used, you can follow us here on YouTube, on TikTok, and on Instagram. I am actually going to record a little makeup tutorial now for you guys, so stay tuned for that, and I think it will be pink. Thanks for watching!